Have you ever find yourself taking one step forward but 10 steps backward? Do you struggle asking yourself, as to Elisha, I just don't know what could be the root cause as to why I watch porn. I don't know, Elisha, why I love masturbating. Yes, I hated it, but there's this desire inside of me that drives me constantly towards this behavior. Do you have an answer? Yes, I do have an answer. Because I was in the same shoe as well. I will enjoy freedom for probably 7 days, 14 days, sometimes 21 days, 60 days. But whenever I relapse, the relapse could be so bad. I ended up becoming an expert at beating up myself with words that have ruled me since I left home at the age of 20. Words that I struggle to let go. That whenever I remember those words, no matter how much I try, those words always bend my will to consume porn and masturbate. So, in this particular episode, I'll be giving you access as to how I discovered the why behind my journaling and why you should also deploy it in your own personal journey. Stay tuned. Oh, how are you? I hope you're well. Welcome to the best platform for equipping, empowering, and guiding men in experiencing a total life transformation. I've always said the unfiltered bedroom is the best platform for, for men, whether you like it or not. That is my belief, and I'll stay with that. Anyway, today's episode is crucial towards your recovery. What do I? In my own journey towards recovery, one thing I discovered is this. Sometimes I will achieve success 7 days without watching porn or touching myself. Sometimes I'll go as far as maybe a month. Sometimes I'll go as far as 6 months. But somewhere along the line, I will relapse. The situation is this. Whenever this relapse occurs, I ended up becoming an expert as using the words my parents' relation usually speak on me. The words that were spoken about me, I would take on those words and I would begin to beat myself with those words. Words such as, you're not good enough, amount to anything, nothing great will ever amount of you, your brothers are better than you, no one will ever accept you, no one will ever love you. And by the time I finished with those words, usually felt crippled, downcast, and I just seems the whole world is falling apart. Until a very day, until a day, I've discussed this a lot of times on this episode. Until the particular day, again, Chafford 100, I was making my way home from the station. I was about getting to the street that links to my home. And I heard this word clearly. I will begin to start healing you of those negative words that were spoken to you as a child. Friend, I lost it. I began to cry, man. I got to my room. I was crying. I was crying. Somehow, I don't know why, but I was prompted to write those two words down. And to me, that began the journey that would transform my life and the life of thousands of men I've spoken to. Because if you can get hold of this, you will not look at journaling as just an exercise, but journaling as a tool that will bring about your transformation. Now, in my own case, when I wrote down those words, nothing really happened. I had this aha moment that, hold on, was I just treating the triggers? Was I only treating the triggers that I react to? And whenever I reacted to those triggers, I usually find myself going towards watching porn or masturbating or getting consumed with my fantasies. On that day, I understood I was only treating the triggers, because underneath the triggers were words that were spoken to me that I reacted to. But underneath those words was what? Was a child that was angry, a child that was abandoned, that felt abandoned, a child that felt it was not loved, a child that was reacting to every word that was spoken. And look at this, whenever I remembered what happened to me as a child, it was a trigger. It was a trigger that was the manifestation of the underneath root. The trigger was just the manifestation of what was underneath. The trigger was the outward that was connecting to the inward. I never understood this until I went inward by writing it down. Journaling helps me to go inward, to look inward into myself and take a trip into areas, locations, memories, and to begin to ask question, what was the root cause? What was it on the particular day that ended up me running towards porn? That each night, Playboy magazine was the only place I could find my own solace. It was me looking for affection as a child. I was only able to discover this with the act of journaling. If you want to know how to journal, please, on how to journal and the prompt to use, you'll find the video either on the link if you're watching this video, or you find it, I think, maybe on the right or the left of this particular video. How to journal on your way towards recovery. Journaling to me is not a task. It is a life transformational tool that, when well engaged, I'm not guessing it. I'm not saying if or but. When it is well engaged, it is bound to bring about a total 100% transformation in your life. So, maybe the reason why you've been struggling to stop viewing porn is because you've not been able to look inward. You've not been able to spend time on your own, a quiet time, and look inward as to what could be foiling this behavior. What could be the main driver of my behavior? And this is the most scariest part many men are not willing to address. They are not willing to be alone by themselves. They're scared to be alone. But it's okay if you're scared. It's okay, I understand. And the only person I believe that can help you on this journey is the Holy Spirit. If you invite the Holy Spirit in your journey towards recovery, you will be shocked because he knows every intricacy of your life. He said, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. He understands the place you need to address. He understands specific steps you need to take. All you have to do is to embrace his prompting. I've always said I'm an individual riding on second chance. I should not be with you today having this conversation after I've been died. Everything I'm giving you is not, oh, Elisha, you sure it's going to work? No, it will work. You just have to apply yourself. Promise me, you will apply yourself. So if you're looking for what to do, what Elisha, how do I go about working with you? It's so simple. If you're watching this video, you'll find a link to the free masterclass on the description box.